Good afternoon, Clayton, and welcome to my pitch. I have been asked to create a new magazine product with the theme of my choice. I have decided to pick technology and gadgets as I feel that I am strong in this field and I have a fair amount of relevant knowledge which could be used during the creation process of my product. After I had read the client brief, I had immediately researched and gathered relevant information. I then created an aim and an outline of my idea. The main aim is to create a new, successful magazine product targeting a wide audience. This will help develop the amount of sales, which is one of the main purposes of the product. After reading your brief, I instantly had many thoughts on topics for my magazine, but I thought the topic technology and gadgets will be successful as there isn't too many magazines in the field, and as a result there is less competition. Many people try to create new magazines, but usually fail before even creating its first issue. I can ensure it won't fail due to the content I will include within my magazine product. I will include unique selling points to increase the interest of the audience. This will engage individuals and should hopefully persuade people to purchase a magazine product. I will include exclusives as a boost in the hope that I will force the audience to purchase the product. Another key unique selling point is that the magazine includes multiple technology and gadget platforms, and it's all in one place. This would therefore put an end to the people having to purchase different magazine products to look at specific content. All the things that I put in my product will be used to help to reach the target audience. My audience are expected to be of a demographic profile A, B and C1 and aged 15 to 55 years. The price of the magazine is £3.99, so these demographics are more likely to purchase more expensive products. I have developed my ideas for what I will include in my product. I have created mood boards and analysed different products to generate the ideas that I will include. The main ideas for my magazine is a consistent house style with the colour scheme red, white and black. I will use a yellow colour for my banner and boost of the product so that this is immediately visible to the audience. I will use a sans serif font style as this is more attractive to a male target audience, and due to the topic, the primary target audience is likely to be males. Other initiatives that I will include are exclusive, boost and a banner. After I had developed these key points, I thought about budget. There are many financial constraints that are included when starting a new magazine product. The starting up cost consists of many things, such as equipment, staff, distribution and printing costs. Due to these costs, it could take time for the company to break even and gain profit. To help with these costs, I have decided not to only include physical distribution, but to include digital distribution. This will be cheaper as there is no cost of printing or no cost for transport for the physical distribution. As a result, I've decided that I will reduce the price of the digital version as an incentive to purchase a digital copy rather than a physical copy. There are also many concerns with physical distribution. There are long printing speeds and also distribution time is longer than a physical distribution. I've taken a lot of time to develop my knowledge of legislation, which is one of the most important things during the production of a magazine product. If these legal considerations aren't followed, it could be very serious and there could be many consequences. As a result, when I train staff, I will educate them in developing their knowledge of legal considerations. I will ensure they understand slander, libel and defamation, sensationalism, privacy and also harassment. I will also ensure they know the consequences if these aren't followed. As I develop my magazine, each issue, I am hoping to encourage celebrities with prior experience within the technology and gadget field. In my first magazine, I will include an article from Jason Bradbury. He has a high profile with many supporters, and as a result, he could really help develop readership and circulation of the product. Finally, to help advertise each issue, I will use your different media platforms to help develop the readership of each issue. I will create podcasts which can be used on your radio platforms to engage the audience with my magazine product. This is a cheap way of promoting my product as there will be no extra cost, whereas if I was to use other companies' media platforms, there would be. As well as this, I am going to create adverts to be published on your television platforms, as this also will be completely free. I have created a visual sketch so that you can see the main design structure of my magazine product. As you can see, I have included a range of conventions to make my product as professional as possible. As I have previously mentioned, this is to release the chance of reaching out to the widest audience possible. Thanks so much for giving up your time to listen to my pitch. I hope you've enjoyed listening to my product. I'm happy to answer any questions or inquiries you have.
That's an excellent pitch, Clayton. Thank you very much. Do you want to just move the slide back just one, just so we can see the sketch?
Yeah.
Love the drawing, the £5 off, very eye-catching. So I've got two questions for you. The first one is just about, like, it looks slightly unconventional with the idea of tech and things, and the way I would read that is possibly things tech. So do you have any ideas for the development of that, or can you explain to me like why you've chosen to present it that way?
Well, I'll create a magazine. I'm going to change it so where things are put tech horizontally and things vertically, because of obviously how it's being read.
And what's the thinking behind the vertical masthead? That's slightly different. Do you think that would make you stand out in the market?
Yeah, I think people would notice that it's unique with other magazine products.
And also, you talked quite a bit about legislation and legal issues, and you mentioned about training the staff with harassment and gathering things in an ethically correct way.
Yeah.
Do you just want to talk me through your understanding of copyright and trademark as well? Because I think they're probably good legal issues we need to consider.
Yeah, well, copyright, I'll make sure that all the content in the magazine is obviously our own content, so that obviously not taken from anyone else. Obviously, consequences can be.
What about trademark?
Trademark, I will make sure the logo is trademarked so that no one else can use it.
Okay,
yes,
that's great. And just finally, when would your idea be to launch the product? So if we're going to invest in you and make it, when do you think would be a good release date for something on the topic of technology?
Probably September and October, because Christmas is not long after that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the release of new technology, so going to print in September. Okay, thank you very much.